Hey friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. Today I'm sharing what's on my iPhone. I recently changed up my setup and I wanted to show you how I customized everything to feel clean and functional. Prior to this, I had numerous pages that was complete chaos. So this refresh was a much needed for me and it's actually been working out for me really well. So let's go through it. And of course, let's start off with the lock screen. You can see it's pretty clean and reflects this aesthetic of my pastel ink wallpaper pack. And if you love this look, check the link in the description where you can grab it for yourself. Anyway, from the basics, you'll see the date and time here. Then a quick look at the weather forecast. Now, this isn't just like a basic weather forecast. I believe I used color widgets for this one. I used a widget app. Then we have a quote here, and that's using the motivation app, but basically it just rotates based off of different motivations each day. So right now it says, your gratitude opens the door to your abundance, which of course is a nice message, but I think it changes every hour. So within the next hour, you'll see something else. I definitely like being able to pick up my phone and read a little affirmation. Let me take off the case real quick. I do have the Desert Titanium iPhone 16 Pro Max. I didn't even mention which phone I was rocking, but it is the Desert Titanium 16 Pro Max. Before we move forward and unlock the phone, I do want to give a shout out to this video sponsor, Taurus, and their Q3 Silicone case, which is what I'm currently using on my iPhone. I've genuinely been loving this case. First off, did you know that Taurus is the #1 brand of MagSafe stand cases? Pretty crazy. Now, this case in particular is designed for users who love the feel of the Apple silicone cases, but need more functionality for their daily needs. My favorite feature definitely is this 360 rotating kickstand. It's incredibly useful for everything from watching videos or just keeping an eye on notifications at my desk. Now, beyond the functionality, of course, this desert gold silicone case is what they call it, matches perfectly with the desert titanium of my iPhone 16 Pro Max. I feel like this silicone is incredibly soft and grippy, which can be hit or miss with some silicone cases. And on the inside, there's actually a microfiber lining, which is great because it ensures your iPhone back won't get scratched. If you're looking for a case that's functional, protective, and looks great, definitely check out the Taurus Q3 Silicone case. I'll have it linked down in the description for you. All right, now let's move on to the good stuff. This first page I call my daily flow. Basically, it's a bunch of apps that I use on a daily basis, right? They're basically the center of my everyday routine. Starting off, we have this large widget in the center. That's from Color Widgets. Now it has this nice, I think of what, a cherry blossom picture. That is honestly the stock photo for the widget itself, but you can change the background to something personalized if you want. I just thought that was cute and it matched my theme, so I left it as is. You can see the weather, feels like 102. Do you see that? That is crazy. Anyway, you can see the weather, the date, chance of rain, things like that. And then we have the smaller widget here, which is from, again, the motivation app. Similar to the lock screen, this is gonna kind of change throughout the day. I think it's every hour. So right now I'm thankful for my body, which is another nice affirmation. So I have an affirmation on my lock screen. Then I can open my app and have another affirmation because they're not normally the same message. I can have a different motivation or affirmation when I open. So yeah, that's really cute. And going through the apps, starting with the first row, we have the fantastical calendar app, which is what I've been using for a couple years now. It's just been my go-to for some reason. I just really like the functionality of it. And they also have a MacBook and iPad app, so I can get it everywhere. Nothing too crazy. I don't have anything on my calendar right now to show you, but there is a paid version, so it'll show you the weather on a particular day, like if you're scrolling up. Really cool. You're able to see your month fully at hand, and then it breaks it down per day based off of what's on your calendar. So that is neato burrito. And then we have Google Keep. I am not an Apple Notes girly. I'm a Google Keep, basically because it's Google and I switch between iPhone and Android a lot. And then my husband has an Android as well. So we use Google Keep to go through our grocery list, any shared list. And if I'm going to just jot something down, my go-to is Google Keep. Then, of course, we have the Photos app for photos, obviously, nothing crazy there. But then we have the Carrot app for weather. I just like that app. It's just, if you ever used it before, it's kind of silly. You can open it up and it'll normally tell you something about the weather. So right now in San Antonio, it just says, yes, it's boiling hot. What do you want me to do about it? So kind of snarky. I just think it's funny. So that's what I go to. Then we have Google Home, of course, for controlling my smart home devices around the house. We have the Health app where all my health data aggregates, if you will. Spotify, because I do use Spotify over Apple Music. Then we have Google Tasks, which is my to-do list. I like to use that. I have a lot of Google Homes, like those little, with the screen, with the clock and stuff. So I feel like if I put a task on that, it'll pop up on my Google Home. So I really like to use this app for my general tasks. We have our wallet, Spark, Mail. I've been using that for a couple years, so that's my go-to. Settings and WhatsApp. And then of course, my dock below, phone, Chrome. I use Chrome, I don't use Safari, my camera, and then messages. Now, my second page is basically my content and creative tools. As you can see, we have this big widget up here from Color Widgets. It's just a calendar, it's nothing fancy. And then we have Notion, because that's where I'm at for all of my content, planning, scripting, everything goes into there. So I can just have easy access to it. My YouTube Studio, check up on my YouTube analytics. So once this video is posted, I can pull it up and see all of the beautiful numbers on this video, because I know everyone is gonna like and subscribe and comment on this video. Thank you. So that's basically what that's for. Then we have YouTube, browsing through YouTube, Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok. You know, you already know what that's all about. And then we have the Fujifilm X app. It's the app to control my Fujifilm X106. Then we have Canva. That's where I'm doing all my thumbnail editing and things like that. And of course, ChatGPT, my little bestie. Just kidding, but not. Just there to help me out. So on this little widget here, it's a little stack. So we have Gemini, ChatGPT, YouTube search, so I can just easily open that up and search something. And then Instagram Explorer. So clicking that, she's going to take you automatically to the Explorer page. Sometimes I like going through there, getting some inspo, seeing what other creators are posting. I'm trying to get better at short form content. So that's what we have going on there. Now to the third and final page. This one we're going to call my wellness and reflection. So we're going to start off with the Bible app, verse of the day. We love to see it. So we need, again, motivate. We need all the motivation, all the affirmation, all the verses. So that's what we're starting off with on this page. And then we have a lot of fitness apps. We have Whoop, Ultrahuman, Aura. I have a lot of apps to track a lot of metrics of my body. So yeah, that's what we have going on there. And then I have Evolve You, which is a fitness app. Now, I just started using this, so I'm not too well versed with it, but it's pretty cool. If you're into working out and you don't really know what to do, you can follow different girls. I think it's an all like girls app. So you can follow different girls and their programs and track your progress. So we love that. Again, I've been using it for maybe 2 months, so nothing crazy, but so far I've been enjoying it. Then we have the fitness app, which sometimes I wear my Apple Watch, sometimes I wear a Garmin watch. Obviously it makes more sense if I'm wearing my Apple Watch, but let's just pretend that I am, because yeah. So we have that. Then we have Macro Factor, which is a macro tracker. So think of MyFitnessPal, but it's kind of more AI based. So let's say you want whatever your goal is. You want to gain muscle mass, you want to cut, whatever it is, you can tell the app that with your weight and height, all of that, and it's going to try to use AI to build a type of goal, like macro goal for you. So it's like MyFitnessPal if you've ever used that, but a lot better. Then we have Duolingo because I'm trying to learn Spanish. A lot of my family speaks Spanish and I don't, so yeah, just trying to get with it. And then we have Monarch, which is my budgeting app. I've really enjoyed it. Me and my husband have an account, like you can add your spouse on there, so I can go in at our budget. We don't have to really guess about it because if you didn't know, my background is in finance, so I always gotta stay tracking. But so far I've been enjoying Monarch. We have this small little widget. We have the carrot weather just for a quick look. 96, that cloud looks like a snake eating its own tail. It's probably accurate. Battery, yeah. My AirPods there, and then my phone, nothing crazy. And the journal widget. Now, I will say I don't journal, but I put this here to kind of encourage me to journal, right? So it's a prompt. And I think it kind of changes throughout the day. So right now it says, what's on your mind? I can easily just open it up and say what's on my mind. And if you go somewhere, I'll go to the gym and then it's like, how is Anytime Fitness? Because I guess it gets my location. So it's just different prompts. I just added it there in hopes that I can get on a habit of journaling because I'm not. So I'm not going to pretend like I am, but I have it there because it's my wellness page and I want to get into journaling. And I know I'm doing a lot of things with my hands here. I feel like I'm doing that more than normal, but that's what's going on there. And then we have our app drawer that I don't love. Apple, change this. I don't love it. It's not organized. That's it. I just have 3 pages. And to me, they're very simple. It feels a lot less chaotic than what I had. And I will say, because it's less chaotic, the energy, like it sounds silly, but hear me out. Opening my phone, the energy is just different, like it has a purpose now. Whereas before, I knew where all the apps were. Don't get me wrong. I had a million pages. I knew where they were, but it was just a lot of chaotic energy. Now it's just kind of like with the purpose. I don't have anything excess on the pages. Everything else, you just swipe down, you can type it. So if I need my banking app, I just search for it. If I need something else, I just search for it. It just works for me. It's been working for me. Again, I've had this set up for like maybe the past 2 months. And I think I fine-tuned it and this is what it is for now. But yeah, that's the full tour. I hope you enjoyed getting this peek into my setup and how I organize my digital life. But let me know in the comments what your must-have iPhone apps are. Have you done a full refresh? Are you needing a full phone refresh? Maybe this is a message for you to take a look at your pages. I mean, if you keep it the way you want, I'm not saying anyone needs to change anything, but maybe this will spark something in somebody to do a little refresh because it's been a little nice one. Did you see any apps or widgets that I have that you might enjoy? I don't know. I hope I inspired you in one way or another, but if not, that's okay. I hope you still enjoyed this video. And if you did, of course, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more tech and I guess lifestyle related content. I'm trying to do more lifestyle stuff integrated. Let me know if that's a good idea or if you want to see stuff like that or like this. Definitely helps me plan content moving forward. But again, that's going to be it for this video. So thanks for hanging out with me and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!